and thank you for joining me for yoga this evening. Well, instead of having a reflection, which I didn't have time to find this week, I thought we'd start with jump right into some breathing. One of the kind of breathing exercises that I like to do. First, let's just sit and find a comfortable seat. You can make some circles if you'd like, and circle in the other direction. And then let your hands come in front of your knees and just see if you can feel your spine getting taller. Maybe feel your shoulder blades on your back, even if the tops of your shoulders are softening. Good. Find that length in your spine. And then let your hands rest in your lap and begin to connect with your breathing. Just be with your breath. So notice the next time you breathe in and breathe out. Notice your natural breath. And notice if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth. Begin to notice what moves as you breathe. Maybe put one hand on your chest, one hand on your tummy. See if you can notice the movement. And now put your hands on your rib cage, your lower ribs, with your fingers facing forward, your thumbs behind. Notice your ribs moving. Maybe spreading out to the sides a little bit as you breathe in, and then coming back as you breathe out. And then put both of your hands on your tummy. Move your tummy round as you breathe in, and then come back in as you breathe out. So I'll take 3 more breaths at your own pace. Noticing your breath and the movement in your body. Notice how you feel as you breathe mindfully. Now, there's a lot of different ways of changing your breath and breathing differently. We're going to try one that I really enjoy, and it's kind of summer-based, and I've done it many times, but I also find it helpful if I'm feeling overloaded during the day. And I like to pretend, just for fun, that I've got a wand, a little wand in my hand with the hole in it, and I'm putting it in the bottle of bubbles, and then I'm going to blow the bubbles. So when I blow out, when I exhale, I make a little space between my lips. You don't have to have your hand up, but you can almost imagine the bubbles going out. Let's try that. So we're going to inhale through your nose, then exhale through that little space between your lips. And take 3 more breaths like this. Notice how you feel. Good. Now you've done about 3 or 4 of those breaths. Did you notice anything changing? Notice how you feel. Do you notice that maybe your exhales get a little longer? when your exhales get longer. It calms down your nervous system. So maybe you feel a little different inside as well. Good. So we're going to be using our breath throughout, and be sure to breathe at your own pace. So bring your hands onto your knees, palms up. And as we inhale, we're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to let the fingers start to curl in. And then inhale, let your fingers open. And exhale, let them start to curl in. Inhale, opening your palms. Exhale, curling your fingers, not to a fist, just a little bit. Let's do that one more time. And now, on our inhale, we're going to bring your fingers up to your shoulders, and exhale, let your hands come back down. So inhale, bend your elbows, bring your fingers to your shoulders. Exhale, let your hands come back to your knees. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. One more time like this. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now maybe you felt like I did that I wanted to lift my elbows. So let's add that on. So we're going to inhale, fingers to shoulders, lift your elbows. Exhale, lower your hands down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And again. All right, let's do something else with the hands. We're going to let the hands come together in front of your heart, palm to palm. Good. Now, on your inhale, you're going to let your right hand be the driver and the left hand the passenger. So on the inhale, the driver is going to move the left hand over to the left. And as you exhale, the left hand's going to bring the hands back in front of you. Next inhale, the left hand's going to take the right hand over to the right. Exhale, your hands back in front of you. So let's try it. So we're going to inhale, exhale back. Inhale, hands to the right. Exhale back. Try it again. Inhale, right hand takes hands to the left. Exhale back. Inhale, left hand is moving the hands to the right. Exhale back. Good. Let's do that one more time. So inhale. All right, let's shake out the arms. Shake out the arms. Good. And let your arms come by your side. Now your next inhale, we're going to take the arms out and up and overhead any amount. And exhale, let your arms float back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift your arms any amount. Exhale, just let your arms float down. And one more. Like your inhale is helping your arms lift, and your exhale is letting them float down. Good. All right, let your right hand come out outside your right hip. Inhale, lift the left arm up and overhead. And let's take a couple breaths right here. So keep breathing. You can even inhale through your nose and exhale through that little space. Can you notice the space that's opening on your left side? Let's take one more breath. Reach that left arm up. Bring it down. Let your left hand come out. to the side. And inhale your right arm up and overhead. Inhale out. It can come to your shoulder if that feels better. So we're bending to the left and noticing the lengthening on the right side. Let's take 2 more breaths. Lift that right arm up and let it take you over. Good. All right, so we're sitting, our fingertips are down. Let's inhale, lift the arms any amount. Exhale, we're going to turn to the right and let your fingertips come down. Good. So now we're taking a turn to the right. Your left arm's in front, right arm behind. See if you can lift your spine. Let your spine be tall. And take a look over to the right. Feel yourself breathing in this rotation. 2 more breaths. And you feel your rib cage is rotating around the center spine, the center part. Good. And then come back and face the front. Good. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, let your fingertips come down after you take a little turn to the left. Let's take 3 or 4 breaths here. Let the tops of your shoulders soften. Feel that rotation inside. Let's take 2 more breaths. Arms up, come back around in front. You can let your hands rest in your lap. So we've just moved the spine in 6 directions, forward and back, side to side, and turning side to side. Good. Let's do a little bit more forward and back. I think we kind of skipped that. So bring your hands in front of your legs, and your inhale. Bring your chest forward and lift your chin. As you breathe out, round your back and tuck your chin. Good. Then an inhale, you're coming forward and lifting your chin. It's like your collarbones are coming forward, and you're exhaling and you're rounding. Let's do 2 more. Good. All right. Just take a moment. Notice how you feel. And then we're going to turn. I'm going to turn to the side, but you can stay where you are. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. And we're going to give a little exercise to our abdominal muscles here. Okay, so you want to sit, you want your spine to be tall as it can be. And we're going to lean back and let your feet come up. Now you can have 1 foot at a time, or you can have both feet. Be sure to breathe in through your nose and breathe out with that space between your teeth. All right. And then come on up, sit up, hug in. We're going to do that 2 more times. Good. And maybe you're starting to feel a little heat building in your abdominals. So we're working them nice and gentle. So begin to lean back. See if you can lift your feet. Point, flex. Let's take 1 more breath after this. Good. And then come on up, feet down, hugging in. Letting go. Let's do 1 more. If you'd like to honor your body, if you've had enough, just take a pause and breathe. But if you'd like to, let's try it one more time. Lift one foot at a time or both. Your hands can be holding on behind your legs or side of your legs. Let's try 3 more breaths. 1, 2, 3. All right. Woo! At that time. Good. All right. We're going to bring your knees around and come to hands and knees and begin to breathe up and down the spine. This is called cat and cow. But if your knees are sore or you're on a hard surface, feel free to make a little fold in your mat. But otherwise, let your knees be under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders, and then you can walk your hands up an inch or two. Spread your fingers. Good. Now, on your inhale, lift your chin and your tailbone. On your exhale, round your back and tuck your chin in. One breath leads to the next. See how it feels in your body. Let's do one more like this. Good. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. So in your inhale, move your shoulders forward, and exhale, bring your hips toward your heels. Inhale, coming up and forward, back and down on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's try one more. This time, keep your hips back towards your heels. You can fold your arms, rest your head. We're taking a pause in child's pose. As you breathe, can you feel your abdomen move now that you're kind of resting on your thighs? Notice where you feel the breath moving. Can you feel your lower back? Not going into pain or discomfort. Find a place that feels beneficial to you. Good. We're going to come back to hands and knees, and we're going to let the right foot come forward. So now the right foot is between your hands. Okay? Right like that. Good. All right. So on your inhale, put your hands forward, bend that knee. And on your exhale, walk your hands back and see if you can kind of stretch the back that way. Inhale, come forward with the knee bending. And exhale, straightening back, maybe even lifting the toes. Let's try that again. And if you want to take 2 breaths coming forward, that is okay too. We're adding 1 extra to this. Good. Now, come back to where your knee is right over your ankle on the right hand. Let your fingers come down. See if you can curl your left toes under and maybe lift off that back knee. You can keep your knee down if you'd like, but if you can lift off, see how that feels. And as we breathe here, imagine that on the inhale, your legs, your thighs are coming together, and on the exhale, they're spreading apart, up at the thighs like a scissors. Just imagining, but see if you can feel those muscles moving. They're responding to that imagination. Good. Now, let your left knee come down, left hand stay down, and we're going to raise the right arm and look up at the right. Good. And now exhale, bring that right hand down, yeah, and keep breathing at your own pace. We're going to lift the left arm up and take 2 or 3 breaths. Notice where you feel and open. All right, so now we're going to bring both hands inside the right leg and kind of walk over to the left a little bit and begin to lower your elbows and just fold in. Think of folding down. Here's my right foot and bringing my hands inside. Folding in. I'm feeling my right knee right by my shoulder. If you can feel this letting go. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. All right. And now we're going to bring one hand to your right thigh and then the other. So we're coming up to kneeling on the left knee. Good. Kind of wobbly. Using our balance here. But if this feels good, you can lift your arms up overhead and then bring your hands together in front of you. And now take a turn to the right and let your left elbow rest on your right thigh. You can have your hands down and have hands stacked so that they're together. And let your arms hold each other. Good. And now let's come out of it. So we're going to let the hands come back to the mat and let your right knee come down. And let's bring your hips towards your heels. Come back to child's pose. And take a pause. And notice how you feel. Notice if any places where your right and left sides feel different. And very good. Let's come back up to hands and knees and let your left foot come forward between your hands. Good. So now we're going to walk the hands forward and bend that left knee and then walk your hands back and straighten the left leg. Going down the back of the leg. Good. So it might take a couple breaths to get to this spot. Couple breaths. Come back here. Let's do that one more time. Now, going to let your left knee come right above your left ankle. Your hands are down. Now, turn your right toes under, and if this works in your body today, see if you can lift that right knee off the floor. We're coming into a low lunge. And again, think of a scissors, the top of the scissors. Think of your thighs as the top of the scissors. On your inhale, you're opening the thighs away. On the exhale, they're coming together. Like a scissors opening and closing. It's amazing how those little movements can feel good in the body. And just do what feels beneficial to you. Okay, now we're going to let the right knee come down. Keep your right hand down and then lift the left arm. Look up toward the wall or the ceiling. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Now bring that left hand down. It's going to go inside the left leg. They're going to support each other and then lift the right. This gets a little wobbly. And you take 2 more breaths. Good. Bring your right hand down. And now we're going to bring one hand to that left thigh and then the other. So we're coming up to kneeling on the right knee and reach your arms overhead, palms together, and your palms down in front of you, and then see if you can turn to the left and let your right elbow rest on your left knee. And you can bring your hands together like this. You can even hold on to the leg. Feel that length from your sitting bones to the crown of your head. Good. Now bring both hands down inside that left leg, the left foot. Walk over to the right and then begin to soften or bend your elbows and begin to fold in. You might feel this in the left hip. Let your head be heavy. Just let everything soften. Right. Bring your hands to the front. Let your left knee come back. Let's take a little pause in child's pose again. Bring your hips towards your heels. Noticing how you feel. And we're going to come up to standing. So when you're ready, I like to come back to hands and knees, turn my toes under, walk my hands back till they touch my toes, and then walk the hands all the way up my legs. Good. All right. Hello, everyone. Make any clothing adjustments or hair adjustments. Good. And then we're going to shake it out. Shake up. Shake out your arms, your shoulders, your hips, your feet. Oh. Let your arms wobble from side to side. Step a little bit farther, and then you're kind of turning to the left, turning to the right, and letting your opposite arm come flopping around. All right, let's step it up together. All right, we're going to inhale, arms up and overhead, and exhale, bring your arms around and down, and then forward as you bend your knees and your hips. Good. We're taking a couple breaths as we prepare. So we're lifting arms up and overhead, and then arms down and around, forward, and feel like you're sitting in a chair. You're going to sit in a chair. Good. Let's see if we can do that with your breath. Inhale and big inhale. This is good for strengthening. Let's do that one more time. Good. All right. Now let's take a wider stance. We're going to let the right toes turn out to the right. And we're going to let the arms be loose. We're going to build a warrior pose. So feel your legs coming together underneath you. Your legs, your body from the waist down is supporting you. From the waist up, we're going to have some movement. So let your arms be loose. So on an inhale, bend that knee, let your arms fly up. Exhale down. Inhale, gliding. Exhale down. Gliding up. Down. Good. Now, let's find warrior. So we're going to let the arms come shoulder height. Bend that right knee, but let your ankle be under the knee. So I have to move my foot forward. Good. All right. And let your arms be shoulder height. Tops of the shoulders soften. Spread your fingers, look out over your right hand. Take a couple breaths like that. Reach forward with the right, reach back with the left. Good. Now, make a fist and let your thumbs be pointing up. Look at your right thumbnail. See if you can bend your left elbow, bringing that fist to your left shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. All right, release the arms, and we're going to lift the right arm up. Left hand is coming to your left leg. Good. And now we're going to kind of circle over. Right arm to your right thigh, left arm overhead. Let's inhale and move into reverse line. Exhale. Exhale when you get there. Inhale, move to side angle. Exhale when you get there. And let's do that again. Inhaling and exhale. Let's come back to warrior. Now see if you can come up on your left toes and bring your left hand next to your right. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring the left, whoop, it's kind of wobbly, towards the right. And come back. Let's try that one more time. This is balance challenge. All right. Now, I'm going to prepare for the left side, but just going some easy movement side to side. I'm going to bring my legs a little bit closer in. So bend your right knee, and then your left knee. When you bend your right knee, get your left shoulder involved. Left knee and right shoulder. Good. All right. Good. And just letting go of any tension. Yeah, kind of starting fresh on the left side. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a wide stance or keep a wide stance and let your left toes turn out to the left. And again, let your arms feel nice and loose. And on your inhale, we're going to bend the left knee, let the arms glide up. Exhale, coming down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Now, this time we're going to find our warrior. Bring your arms shoulder height, palms are down. Think about that knee now. You want to bend the left knee, but you want your ankle to be underneath it. So sometimes you got to move your foot forward. Good. All right. Tops of the shoulders can soften. Look, I can hunch my shoulders up, or I can let them soften. They kind of roll onto my back. Palms are down. Look over. Left fingertips. Ah. Let's take 3 breaths. Feel like your legs could come together, even though they're not moving. Good. Let's make a fist with the thumbnail left. The thumbs are pointing up. Look at your left thumbnail. Now bend your right elbow and bring the fist to your right shoulder. Let's take one more breath here. Get some concentration going in. Good. Open your arms out. And then we're going to reverse warrior. So right hand coming to your right leg, left arm up and overhead. And then fold forward to side angle, left arm on your thigh, right arm overhead. As much as works in your body. And then inhaling, coming to reverse warrior. And then over to side angle. Let's inhale as you're coming over. Exhale when you get there. And do that one more time. Now let's try this balancing one. Good. We're looking over the left hand. See if you can come onto your right toes and swing that right arm over. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, rotating on that right foot. And exhale, open. Let's try that one more time. Good. Oh, straighten the legs. Bring your hands to your waist. Walk your feet together. Kind of walk them out. Oh, good. And now we're going to come down to sitting in a yogi way. So we're going to inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, soften your knees and your hips. Soften your arms down as if they're bringing up flowers. Inhale, come halfway up. Giving the flowers. And now this time we're going to come all the way down. Letting your hands come down, your knees, all the way down to sitting. Good. And bring your feet in front. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. The cobbler pose. Good. Your knees are out to the sides. You can hold on to your ankles. You can hold on to your toes. And see if you can kind of lean back and find that length in your spine again. And you can let your knees come up and down a little bit, kind of bouncing up and down. Good. All right. You're sitting nice and tall. Now we're going to fold forward. Fold forward. Let your arms, I like to let my arms rest on my lower legs. And as I fold forward, my head is going to be heavy. And my legs might open a little bit more. Nice and gentle. You can exhale through those rounded lips. See how that feels. 2 more breaths. Inhale and come up. Now hold both sets of toes, all your toes with your left hand. Bring your right hand around to the right and see if you can fold over that right thigh. Breathing. Good. And then come back up to sitting. Let your right hand hold all the toes. Left hand's going to come to the left and fold over your left. Any amount. See what feels good in your body. We're moving the breath around. Massaging all the tight spots. Letting go. Good. Now let's come up. Bring your hands on the outside of your thighs. Help your knees come up. Let's take a fold over those legs. And then when you're ready, turn yourself in a position so you can come to lying down on your mat. Extend your legs. Let your arms rest. Coming down to lying on the mat and just notice that sensation. Maybe feeling that sense of gravity. Gentle connection with the earth. Good. Now, we're going to reach your arms overhead and bring your legs together. Point your toes up. Reach through the soles of your feet and reach through your arms. So your feet are reaching across the room and your arms are reaching in the other direction. You're lengthening or breathing. Let's take one more breath like this. Now take a big inhale. And when you exhale, bend your knees in and wrap your arms around your legs. Roll side to side. And maybe make some big circles. Good. And circle in the other direction. Let your feet come to the floor with your knees bent. We're going to do a couple rounds of, we're going to roll up on the spine, lifting your hips, and then roll down the exhale. And then we're going to roll up and hold it. So first inhale, you can roll your hips. So maybe let your right arm come back overhead. And then exhale, roll down and lower your right arm. Good. Now let's inhale, lift the hips, lift the left arm. And exhale, lower the hips, lower the arm. Now let's do that one more time each side. Inhale, lifting, exhale. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lifting down. Good. Now we're going to keep our arms down this time. This time we're going to inhale, lift the hips. Bring your hands underneath you. Your hands can hold your hips up. You can interlace your fingers. See if you can hold up for a couple breaths. Can you take two more? Pressing your feet down, you're lifting the hips, your arms are helping. And then lower all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. Take your knees side to side. Let your feet come down with your knees bent, so your feet are on the floor. We're going to lift the right knee up, kind of hug it in, and let your right ankle rest right above your left knee. Take your right hand, kind of massage that right thigh. Bring your arms out to the side. We're going to roll to the left and let that right foot come down. And feel free to straighten your legs. See if you can find a place where it feels good. And take a few more breaths right there. When you're ready, come back onto your back. Let your right foot come down. Let your knees go side to side. Now let the movement stop and walk your feet to the edges of your mat. And let both of your knees roll to the left. Take a couple breaths there. Finding different ways of letting go. When you're ready, lift your knees up and then let both of your knees roll over to the right. Now let your knees lift up again and bring your feet to closer so that your ankles are under your knees. And then let your left thigh come in, kind of hug your left thigh in close. And if this feels okay, let your left ankle rest right above the right knee. And then kind of massage that left thigh, giving it a little attention. Now let your arms come out to the sides. You can inhale. You should exhale. Take both of your legs over to the right. Feel free to straighten them a little, unwind them a little. See if you can find a place where it feels very nice. Let yourself soften there and breathe. And take 3 or 4 more breaths, right? Let's take 1 more. All right. Roll back onto your back. Let your left foot come down. Let your knees go side to side. Now let your feet walk closer together. Let your knees go out to opposite sides and your soles of your feet come together. And let's take a couple breaths right here. Getting into the resting relaxation phase of our practice tonight. Feel yourself starting to let go. Let your hands can help your knees to come up straight. Lengthen your legs. Let your legs be about mat width apart. Arms by your sides, palms up. And we're going to take a relaxation right here. I will guide you through as you're lying on your mat. And feel all the parts of you that are supported by your mat, supported by the floor, gravity. Let these places soft. Let go. And then bring your awareness up to crown of your head and up around the space between your eyebrows. Let it soften. Notice the muscles along your cheeks, the muscles in your jawline. Let them soften. Maybe your mouth opens just a little bit. Let your jaw soften. And then bring your awareness down to your upper back and notice your right shoulder, your upper arm, right elbow and lower arm, ankle, your wrist and fingers. And let that whole right arm take a rest, grow soft, and rest. And then bring awareness to your left shoulder, upper arm and elbow, your lower left arm and wrist and fingers. And let that whole left arm heavy, soft, and light. Take rest. And then bring your awareness down the middle of your back, your torso, to your lower back. And notice your right hip and thigh and knee, lower right leg, ankle, and foot. Let that whole right leg become soft and light. take rest. And then bring your awareness to your left hip, thigh, and knee, and your lower left leg, ankle, and foot. Let your whole left leg light, soft, and take rest. Notice if there's any place in your body that's holding on to tension. Bring your breath there. And let all your places in your body soften and take rest. For the next few minutes, just resting. To bring your awareness back to your breath. You feel the lightening and lifting as you inhale, softening as you exhale. And find some movement in your fingers and your toes that are slowly coming back. Good. Let your head turn slowly to the right and then to the left. And reach your arms up and overhead as you're lying there. You can inhale through your nose, exhale into a sigh. Good. Let's do that again. So big inhale, then exhale. Letting everything go. And then take time to slowly come back up to a seat. You can roll onto a side, bend your knees, let your hands come down. Let your hands help you to come back up to sitting. And then once you find a comfortable seat, bring your palms together in front of your heart. And then let your palms separate, your elbows rise up. So just your fingertips are touching. Take a big inhale here. And on your exhale, bring your palms back together. Then inhale. There's a big ball in your hands. Palms apart, elbows out. Exhale, bring your palms together. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhale. Spirit in me honors spirit in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for yoga this evening. I hope the tools of yoga are things that you can take into your daily life off your mat and help you to feel stronger and healthier throughout your day. Discharge the tension and worry and to feel more alive. Keep breathing. Thank you so much and hope to see you soon.